Hi guys, I'm back with another video. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about my last and maybe my forever last labor. So my labor with my third kid. So it started like this. So 2 days before I gave birth, I was searching like how to induce your labor naturally, just because for my other two I had to get induced, but that's the other story. I had to get induced. I'll just give you a backstory. For my first, I had to get induced because I had a seizure, and then for my second one I had to get induced just because my daughter wasn't coming. She was late, so they wanted to avoid any preeclampsia, so I had to get induced. Therefore, I was scared to get induced again, so I was searching so many ways to get induced naturally. So that's when it was really hot at the time. My tia, she has a pool, so I told my boyfriend to let's go to the pool to swim. So I would swim there at my tia's, and then the next day I also went to go swim. Then the next day after that, I woke up. It was like 6:30, I think, and I was just searching how to induce your labor. What happens? How do you know when your water breaks? What do you do when your water breaks and all this stuff? Because I never experienced my water breaking, so I was like, it's probably not gonna break, and I was being so negative. So I was just researching stuff on Google, so many things. Like, I don't know, I think I was just traumatizing myself, but I was researching so many things, how to induce my labor, how do I know that my water broke, and so, just things like that. So sure enough, 30 minutes later, I felt like I don't know, because I had told my mom. I was like, Mom, because she was getting ready for work, and I was like, Mom, I don't know if my water broke or if I just peed myself. And she was like, what happened? And I'm like, well, I was gonna get up to come over here with you, but as I got up, I felt like water coming out. And she was like, well, have you called your doctor? And I'm like, no. And she goes, you should call her. But I didn't want to call my doctor for something like that, like, I don't know, I just felt like that was nonsense. Anyways, so I went to the bathroom. This is TMI, but I went to the bathroom. I went to check to see if my pants, I went to go smell my pants, because I was like, okay, if it stinks, then I peed myself, but if it doesn't stink, then my water broke. So there was no smell to it, so I was like, okay, my water broke. So I ran, well, I didn't run, but walked fast to my room. At that time I was living with my mom, so I went to the room to my boyfriend, and I told him, I was like, babe, my water broke. And he thought I was joking. He thought I was pranking him, because I didn't tell him I was gonna prank him, but he thought I was playing around. I was like, no babe, seriously, my water broke. So we got up really fast. He helped me get the diaper bags ready for my kids, so we can take them to their grandparents. And as he was getting them ready and putting the car seat inside the car, my contractions were coming. They were hurting super bad, and like, they hurt super bad. My daughter was next to me, and I just wanted to push her so bad because she was just right next to me, and my contractions were hurting. But I was like, no, Myra, just calm down, just calm down. So then after that, they were hurting so bad, and then we went to my boyfriend's mom's house because she was gonna take care of my kids. And as we got there, she was like, it doesn't even look like she's in pain or anything. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm in pain, this hurts so much. So then we dropped off the kids and we left. And as we left, there was like bumps on the road, and my boyfriend was going fast and it hurt. I'm like, no. I'm like, please go slow on the bus because this hurts super bad. So on our way to the hospital, I felt like it was the longest ride ever. like ever. I'm like, the hospital is not that far away. It's taking so long. So I had already pre-registered at the hospital a month before. So they knew that I was coming. So then I got checked into the hospital. I don't remember doing any paperwork or anything of that sort. All I remember is like my mind just went blank at the moment. So like the next day I literally forgot what happened. There were some points that I knew what happened. I was so much in pain, guys. Like I asked for the epidural and they're like, well, the doctor's in an emergency surgery right now, but he'll come after. And I was like, okay. And so like maybe like 15-30 minutes passed and I'm like, where's the doctor, this hurts so bad. And I wanted the epidural, guys. I wanted it super bad because the pain is no joke. And then an hour passed and he still hadn't came, and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I want my mom, this hurts so much. And then they're like, well, you're already dilated all the way, so that they can't give you the epidural anymore. And then at that point they were like maybe like 5 minutes later, they're like, it's time to push. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is gonna hurt. But when I was pushing this baby out, I literally felt a ring of fire, something I never experienced. Because when you get epidural, you don't feel anything. So for my last two, I got the epidural and I didn't feel anything. So when I pushed, it didn't hurt. But since I didn't get the epidural this time, it felt like a ring of fire when I was pushing. It burned super bad. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But every time I do give delivery, I don't mean to brag, but I don't take that long to push. So I just do like about 3 to 4 pushes and my baby's out. So I pushed him out, and like I said, I felt a ring of fire. And as they put the baby on me, my mom came in and she was like, oh, you had the baby already? And I was like, yeah. So I was literally, I feel like a hair. I was literally in labor for 2 hours only. Like, this baby wanted to come out fast. Like, he literally came fast. Like, I was dilating super fast. Like, when I got to the hospital, I think I was like about 5 to 6 centimeters. And that was like around 7:30, and I had my baby like around 9ish, 9 or 9:30, around there. So that was super fast. My first labor wasn't that long either. My second labor wasn't that long either. I don't know. I have never been in labor for like an extraordinary amount of hours. I don't know why or how, but man, this labor was the worst labor I've ever experienced, because it was a beautiful experience just because I didn't get the epidural and I felt every inch of the pain. Although the pain wasn't nice to me, but it was so worth it. After I pushed on my baby, all the pain went away. And before, like when I would get the epidural for my other kids, I wouldn't be able to walk. Like, well, you know, I would be able to walk, but like I would need to grab on the walls to be able to walk. Or my boyfriend would help me go to the bathroom to walk. But with the epidural, I was able to walk, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And for my other kids, I would have so much pain. I would have a headache. I would have so much pain in my stomach. I'll be cramping. But for this last one, for this last one, I didn't feel any headaches. I felt good. I was able to even go sit down with my boyfriend, and because he was in the couch, he stepped on the couch. Shout out to him, because man, he's been through all 3 of my labors. But he was sleeping on the couch, so I went to go sit by him, and the other two labors that I had, I was never able to sit by him because I wouldn't be able to walk. Everything would hurt me. I would just be in so much pain. Like, I remember for my second baby, they wanted to give me Narcos, and I'm just like, do you have something that's not that strong? I'll take Tylenol, ibuprofen, but I will not take Narcos. No, no, no. So yeah, I was able to do everything, and everybody was late when I had him. My baby came super fast, and I did name him. I was in so much pain, so when the doctor asked, I think they asked for his name when I was like in pain, when I was dilating. They asked me what I was gonna name him. I'm like, you know what, I'm in so much pain, ask my boyfriend, please, just whatever he says, it is what it is. So he decided to name him Nathanael Nunez Roman. At first I wanted to name him Noah Elias, but then you know, people started talking shit, so I was like, whatever. So then my boyfriend wanted to name him that, Nathanael Munoz. So I was like, okay, whatever, because I was in pain. I was in so much pain that I've never experienced ever. But the good thing is that I was dilating fast, because imagine being in that pain and not dilating fast and being in labor for so long. Oh, I cannot imagine. But that was my labor, and I did want to talk to you guys about, because some people do wonder if postpartum depression exists. At first I did not believe in it personally. I'm just like, it's just all in your head, it's not real. Oh my goodness, my eyes itching. So I was like, it's not real, just all in your guys' head. How do you get postpartum depression? That's just dumb. I would talk so many stuff about postpartum depression. But when I had my last baby, when he was barely born, he was about, I say about 3 to 4 months, or 2 to 3 months. June and July. I think he was about 2 to 3 months. My boyfriend started working. He would go out of town to work, and postpartum depression hit me bad, guys. I was just depressed all day. I try not to show it because I was living with my mom and I didn't want her to see me sad, because when your mom sees you sad, they just start questioning and, you know, all that stuff. So I was just trying not to show it, but I was really sad. My boyfriend's family noticed it because I did go to one of their family parties with just my kids, and I, just by ourselves. So we went. I was just sad. I didn't really have any energy. I didn't want to do anything. Sorry, it's because I think there are birds outside. But I didn't want to do anything, and I was just so sad. I was super, super sad, and I'm just like, whoa, postpartum depression does exist. And even my boyfriend's tia noticed it, and she was like, just be careful. There's people out there who hurt their kids because of postpartum depression. Just try to be calm. Don't let this get to you. And I'm like, really? You actually think in your right mind I would actually do something to my kids? No, I wouldn't. Postpartum depression, I know some girls do get it that bad, but I know there's girls out there who want to have kids, but they just can't have them. I wish they can. I literally wish I can help those girls, and just, I don't know, but I have family who can't have babies, and it's heartbreaking, because there's some girls out there who don't deserve to be moms, and they're moms, and the ones who want to be moms, they just can't. It's just, it hurts my soul, because just because I have family who wants kids and they just can't, and there's just girls out there who just shouldn't be moms. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any way. I'm just voicing my opinion, because there is moms who want to have babies but they can't. So anyways, like I said, like I was like, when she told me that, I was just thinking in my head, like, why in the right mind would I do something to my kids? Postpartum depression hit me super bad, just because my last baby was not planned. He came as a surprise to us, and that hit me so hard, because I had just had my daughter and I did not want another baby. But I mean, God blessed me with another baby. I wasn't gonna do anything to avoid having him, because that's just not me. I know I already had 2 kids, but no matter what happens or how many kids I have, how hard life treats me, I will never ever avoid trying to have my baby. I just was really sad, just because at first I was just like, I have another baby, and I was just like, man, like I didn't really want to be around him, because I was just sad, just because he was a surprise. And it was just crazy, because it was really hard handling a newborn and 2 toddlers. It was really hard. Right now it's not as hard as it was, but it's getting easier. My kids are starting to play along with each other. But when I had him, like I said, I didn't want him. I didn't want to be close to him. But now everything that happened, I do regret everything, because I have such a beautiful boy now, and I wouldn't change it over the world. I have 3 beautiful kids. I know there's some people who actually judge me because I have 3 kids, but my last one wasn't planned. I was just supposed to have 2, but my last one came as a surprise, and I'm so grateful that I did have him, even though it's hard to put all 3 of them by myself in the car, take them out of my car, but it's all worth it. They bring excitement to my days. They entertain me. They just teach me new things every day. And I just try to make the best of everything. I love all my babies, and I wish that postpartum depression wouldn't have hit me, but that did hit me, and I didn't want to be around my baby, and that was the worst thing ever. Like, I'm just not the type to be mean to my kids. Like, I was just like, why am I being mean to him? He's my kid. I birthed him. And I was just like, what in the world is going on? Like, it was just hard, just because my boyfriend, he wasn't with me. He was working out of town. And I was just at my mom's house by myself with my kids, and it was honestly hard. I did try breastfeeding, but it was hard because I was just going through it. I tried to get all the help that I could, like with WIC, to help me breastfeed and all, but I just couldn't, because I was just going through it. And like I said, I wish I didn't go through it. But hey, karma is a big B, because I would always sorry guys, I would always talk down on postpartum depression. I never believed in it, but karma got it to me. Karma made me go through postpartum depression. So this was definitely a learning experience. But I am grateful that postpartum depression did come across me, because I did learn my lesson. But anyways, guys, that was my story, my last labor. Ever since then, I'm just traumatized. I'm really just scared, because I don't want another kid, And I feel like ever since I have 3 kids now, my body is prone, or how can I say it, my body can, what is it called, like I can get pregnant faster. And I just don't want any more kids right now. I'm good with the ones I have right now. They're good to me. My son's 4, my daughter is 2, and my baby's gonna be 1 next month. And like I said, it is hard having 3 kids. So just to let you girls know, be careful, take care of yourself, because it's just really hard. It's not easy. Having 3 kids is just plain and simple hard. You can't really, you have to be with them all the time. You have to be there for them. Give them all your attention, because kids feel like when they're being, how can I say it, when there's not attention to them. So you need to pay attention to all 3 of them, just because one will feel left out, and you wouldn't want your kids to feel left out. That's just hurtful. So yeah, like I was saying, just be careful, guys. If you guys ever do come across postpartum depression, please reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. When I did hit postpartum depression, I would talk to so many people. I would tell my cousins. My boyfriend knew about it too. He felt bad. So that's when he did stop working. But it was horrible. Like it just a different world when you hit postpartum depression. It's just an act where it's not you. It's literally not you. So just be careful, guys. Please reach out to somebody. If you don't have nobody to reach out, please reach out to me, and I'd be able to give you all the advice you need, be there for you, comfort you. But overall, thank you guys for watching. I do really appreciate all of you, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.